Hi and welcome to A Brief History of Nothing, Episode 9, Season 4. And on this day, well, in 1761 the first life insurance policy was written.
1891 the first movie was screened in Thomas Edison's lab.
And in 1906 you might have heard of this little thing called the aeroplane. Yeah, that was patented by the Wright brothers in 1906.
Right, 1939, Benito Mussolini and Adolf Hitler signed a treaty known as the Pact of Steel. Oh, come on.
Yes.
Really? The Pact of Steel?
Yeah, we know how that ended up.
Would have been better known as the Pact of Marshmallows, really.
Yeah, the Pact of Aluminium Foil.
Okay, now, today we're joined by a guest, Casey. She will be featured in our new video that's coming out soon. So,
Keep your eyes open.
How you doing?
Yes.
Okay, James.
Yes. Sometimes we all want justice in this world, and sometimes karma does bite people on the bum in the most creative of ways, and including one guy who decided to break into a house in Sydney. The only slight problem is that's where the Samoan ladies rugby team was staying at the time. Not a good idea to do that.
What a bad choice.
Oops! Man ended up getting a vacuum cleaner pipe wrapped around his head. Anyway, so speaking of people getting their comeuppance, a priest called Father Andrew Kane was alerted to someone trying to steal the contents of the collection box after the Sunday service. He was alerted by his assistant curate Christine Cargill, and who went, "Oi, the problem." Anyway, the thief's name was Eric McDougall, and Father Kane went up, still in his robes, went up to Mr. McDougall and ordered him on his knees, and which he did so, and emptied his pockets, and restrained him until the police arrived. You don't steal from a church on a Sunday, you'll get caught. Don't do that. Particularly since Father Andrew McCain works out regularly. Probably not the priest to annoy.
Repent or I'll beat the crap out of you.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, Gregory McCallum broke into the house of Frank Morrie and threatened his wife. Mr. McCallum got a real surprise because Mr. Morty was a former boxing champion and dealt with Mr. McCallum by delivering him 2 right hooks to the face and then restraining him until the police arrived.
Oh, no.
The police report said he looked like he'd been in a car accident.
Well, there was one I heard about many years ago in London. A retired lion tamer was living peacefully in this little suburban house, and he retired a couple of his lions with him. They were old and toothless, and you know, he'd been with them for many years, so he kept him with them. No, he got broken into one night. The retired gentleman said he didn't hear a thing when they broke in. All he could hear was blood-curdling screams as they left, because they broke into the front room of the house where the lions slept.
Oh no.
So you don't need a German Shepherd.
No, just a couple of lions.
You just need a couple of lions.
A couple of toothless old lions, because in the dark they would look as dangerous as any other lion, really.
Ooh, nice kitty. Stay. Good kitty.
And also a former CEO of Turin Pharmaceuticals, Martin Shkreli,
Yeah.
bought the rights to diaprim, a drug used to treat, toxoplasmosis in immunocompromised people.
Yeah.
He then raised the price from $13.50 to $750 a pill. Holy Imprimis then patented a similar formulation that has the same function and sold it for $1 per pill. Martin Shkreli, whatever, he's a thief, then was charged with fraud on an unrelated matter.
Yes. Well, you try and screw people, the world will screw with you. Yes. Okay, celebrity birthdays on this day. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle was born on this day in 1859.
1959, Morrissey, rock star.
Yes. You probably don't know the name, but you probably, if you go in to hear some of his songs, they'll probably sound familiar to you. Tennis player. Novak Djokovic.
With like Djokovic, there are too many wrong consonants parked next to each other in those sorts
But
of names.
that's what Slavic languages do. They just go, we just need like a whole pile of consonants where they just don't need to be there.
Yes. And then in the middle of it, we'll stick a vowel so it makes into a word. Yeah, no, that's cool. Okay. Now, Alan Ashby, rhythm guitarist of Mice and Men. He was born on this day in 1991. All right, that's us for the day. Okay, if you like us, hit like. If you don't like us, inflict us on your friends. We'll see you on the dark side. We got cookies.
Bye.
Bye.